Hello guys, KP Shamino here with a new video for Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord. And in this video I'm going to show you guys how you fast level to 125. Why level 125? Because at this point I start to feel that it's going very slow. And that's because the last material that I discovered was Damascus steel. Was at 100. So every time that you discover another material, it's going to boost your experience. You guys can see it on the experience spreadsheet that I put at the top. So I will explain you guys in this video how you need to do it fast, because it's not that simple to do it. And I will make a second part when I hit the maximum in smithing, because I think it's going to take a long time until I can make the second video. So first of all, let's start with the refining. So you need to do refining. Why? Because I checked all the experience. Refining is the best that you can do for experience and for money too. That doesn't mean that you cannot smelt, because smelting is very good too. So you can just smelt weapons into base materials that you can use to refine and to level up, and it's going to make more money than just selling the weapons somewhere else. So maybe one day I make a money guide about smithing too, but you guys know it, so don't forget to pick it up. Never sell a sword or equipment to an NPC. Always smelt it. Be always aware that you're going to use your stamina, so it's always going to take your stamina, and therefore it's not so good in experience farm too. But back to the numbers first. So you guys can see I did all the numbers, so for the refining materials, and that's the base experience. A little bit later I will explain to you guys how you can boost your base experience, because you need to do it, but you need to do it with perks. So 3 hardwood into 2 charcoal is 30 base experience. Crude iron, wrought iron 18, iron 35, steel 71, fine steel 144, Damascus 274. So you guys see that it's almost going every time double, and therefore it's so good. But that brings another problem, because the last material what I just said was at 100 smithing, and now it stops. So I expect that the grind is going to be even more than it was already. So that's what you need to do, but you cannot do it with one character. Why not? Because you guys already can see how higher the level is in smithing, the more experience you're going to need, and you need to do always the end material. So if you start now doing it with one guy and you need to go here for the wrought iron, then the iron, it's going to take ages, because the experience is a lot lower than, for example, fine steel and Damascus steel. So therefore you need to put up a chain with like 5 guys, 6, 7, depends what your clan level is. And they make the materials, they refine the materials for you. And one guy will always got access to the highest materials, because that's the highest experience. It's not easy, but it's the best way that you can do it. Otherwise, it's going to take a long time. Another thing that is very important, you got stamina too. Smithy stamina. So smithy stamina, you cannot keep smithing the whole time. If your stamina is done, you need to rest here for a while. That's around 1 day. And then you can go again. So that's how you do it. So I will do a practice. I will show you guys at the end of the video how you need to do it practical, because I got my hardwood here. We can start, and then you guys will see what I mean with it. But first we are going to talk about the perks too, because that's very important too here. So let's have a look. So what do you need to do? Your highest dude, that's my main character, he need to have a lot of points in smithing. And why is that important? You guys can see it here. First, it's important for the endurance, so the better you learn. And then you need to put focus points in it too. So you see that my learning rate is 590. That means if I make something that is 200, I will get 1200. And it's going to speed up the process very, very fast. So you guys can see even at my level 125, you guys can see if I make Damascus steel, I only going to need 12, 13, I'm going to level. So it goes really fast. The moment that you go to steel, fine steel, and then Damascus material, you will see it goes really quick. If you always let this guy do the high-end material. So for the perks, I took this one, so you always need to take it. I got it on everybody in the chain, because you don't need to get everybody at this level in the chain, because it's just a waste of points, but you guys will see it. Then I took this, this, and this. So now my stamina spent for refining is halved. So I can do it a lot longer. It doesn't matter a lot, because I can just rest too. But then the next ones are really strange. I'm not sure. I read them, but there is nothing good anymore. This is good and this is good. So the end and this, because what can I do? There is somewhere something, this is good too, that I can boost a one hand or a two hand. It's smithing. So I hope in the future that they put a new material here that we can keep leveling the whole time. So that's the first guy. That's the main guy. So that's how you need to do it. If he levels, I'm going to put one more focus point here. He's going to be at 6.5, maybe 10. That's a lot. Then we go to the next one. So this one need to have a certain amount of points too, because he's going to be the guy that is doing the refinery just before the end materials like steel, and then the last guy can do the fine steel and the Damascus material. So he need to have some points too. So you guys can see I took just the same, but here I took this. Increase the rate of learning new parts designs when smithing by 100%. Why? So by smelting and by just making weapons, you're going to discover new swords and material that you can do. And therefore I took this one on this dude. Because he doesn't need to do always the fine steel. That's something for my main dude. So I took this one. Because at the end I want to craft, of course, very good weapons. But if I don't discover them, it's not going to work. And then the other guys are 3. It's not this one, it's this one. Here I don't put points in. It's not this one. Is it this one? Yeah, I'm now a little bit confused. So for those guys, I didn't put points in it, but I think... Let me have a look. Yeah, it's this one. So, but I always took this one, because efficient charcoal maker is overpowered. So you need to always take this one, because the lowest 3 guys in the chain, they are always going to make the charcoal, and they are going to make like the wrought iron. So therefore, if you take this, you don't need to do points. If you got a learning rate, it's okay. At some point they will level. It's only 25 that they need, and then it's done. You will see it on the next guy too. Here you can see it. This one got 51, because I went a little bit further with her, but you just need this. And then the last one, guess what? It's just the same. So she only got 0.07. Don't invest your points in it, because you're going to need it for something else. So it's a lot, guys. So we got 3 small guys are going charcoal the whole time, low items. You don't need to put points in it. Then the next guy need to go a little bit higher, so he needs his points. And then the last guy is going to level all the way. So that's the chain. So therefore, yeah, you need to do it. Otherwise, one guy always need to do it. But if you guys do it, you know what I mean. So that's how you need to do it. Then we are going to enter the smithy. But first, I'm going to show you guys something. So you need to have a lot of hardwood. Iron ore, you need a little bit less, because you always recover a crude iron if you make, I think, steel or something. But hardwood is very good here in Seonon. I'm not sure that I pronounce it right. It's here. Why? Because there are a lot of villages with hardwood around it. So you guys can see here is hardwood. Here at the bottom is hardwood. And you're going to need a lot of hardwood. That's always the base that you need to have. So to start smithing. So just come to here, buy it around, go smithing, buy it around, go smithing. And always do it like that. And now we are going to do some smithing. So let's put... no, first I'm going to show you guys the numbers, because you can make nice money with it. So if you go to inventory, I will show you guys the Damascus steel. So I got now 123. And the highest price that I ever saw was 2000. So that means if I sell it on 1500, let's say, it's going to be 200,000 currency that I got here. And I didn't do anything else. So I just bought hardwood, iron ore, and I just leveled the whole time. So that's how much money you can make with it. Even with the charcoal, what is it, 3 to 2. So let's say that you buy hardwood for 20, that's 60, and you sell the 2 charcoals for 120. It's double experience, and if you got 5 guys that can do it, you make nice money too. So therefore, it's not bad. And I think I'm going to put it in the title too, that's a money guide too, because I'm now talking about money and not leveling. But let's go back to the smithing. So let's enter the smith. So what I do always is, you need to start of course with the bottom guy. So always be aware the stamina. Now you see that my stamina is 8,100. I need to rest. How do you do it? You do it like this. You come here, wait here for some time. And it's a little bit less than 1 day. So how do I do it? Most of the time, if my caravan pays me out, I know it's almost done, but now it's a little bit fucked. So you just need to wait. And always look here. If you see like a marker and you know, okay, that's 100%, you know the next time that you see that icon, it's going to be okay. So normally now, it's 100% the smithy stamina. So what I do now is, I start with the bottom guy. So this guy is the charcoal guy, so he does this the whole time. So he's done now, all the stamina is gone, then you take the next one. That's this guy. Charcoal again. She already got 80. 80 is enough to do 1 chain. So now we are starting with the wrought iron. Why not the crude iron? Because you're going to get the crude iron here if you make the iron. So therefore you don't need to buy iron ore. I think it's equal. You always get the same amount back. So therefore you never need to buy your iron ore again, I think. So you can see it here. So we got now charcoal enough, and now we start to do this. So this is the wrought iron. Refine it. We got 16. Stamina is done. We go to the next tooth. Wrought iron again. 22. Now with this guy, we can start making iron. Here we go. Iron. So she is done now. Now we go to the high guys. So he's going to make steel. Here we go. A little bit more. Here we go. Steel again. Let's use his stamina. And now we go to the guy that we want to level. That's this guy. So he always need to make those 2. Because you guys saw it. I'm going to put it back on. You can see fine steel and Temescian, yeah, it's not steel, material, are the highest experience. So multiply the 6 that I almost got. So if I make this, it's almost 1800 experience. So we refine this now. Now we got 4. Now we can do 2 of them. Here we go. And now we got 76 still over. So we did 1 chain. And what I do now is I just go back to the rod. To the iron. Do this. Take steel. So always try to go as high as possible. But now it's done. So... And I just got the stamina that he only uses like the half of the stamina at 125. And I need to say that he can go on for a long time compared to the other guys. You need to see this. How much that I can do. Still 25. So I can do just 1 cyclus the whole time. So now it's done. So, yeah, it's this perk. So here... stamina spent for refining is halved, and it's a lot. You guys saw that he kept going and going. What do we do now? We just wait again and we go again. I cannot say more, guys. So that's how you need to do it. It's a lot of information, but a little recap. So get 5 guys, or 6 or 4 or 3. It does not matter. Got always 2-3 guys that do the charcoal and the low materials. Then you got 2 guys that do the high materials and 1 guy that always tries to do the highest material, because that's giving the most experience. And come to here, buy all the hardwood, rest, smith, rest, smith, rest, smith. And then at some point it will go really quick. So It takes some time, but the moment that you hit the steel, that's 50, I think, it's going to speed up very fast. So to give you guys an example, from 100 to 125 was for me 1 hour and a half, 2 hours real life. So because the Damascenian material is very good. So that was it, guys. Thanks for watching. Have fun. Bye bye.